Wakey. So we're joined by Jesse, Carl, Brandon, and Jared. Guys, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming through and taking a bit of time to chat to us. It must be really exciting to get on a compilation album, because these days it's all Spotify and Apple Music and all that kind of stuff. You don't really hear of like actual compilation albums going out. So when you guys were approached by Studio 31, Rumours, Merrick, and the guys, how did it feel to go, hey, we're going to be on an album?
It was pretty mind-blowing.
Don't take it all at once, guys.
There's so much raw talent in the local scene, right? And it's amazing that we have one dedicated place where you can go listen to all these amazing bands who are gigging all the time.
Yeah.
And it's such a rad concept, and we're so stoked to be a part of the project.
For sure. I mean, you guys especially, I read that you guys started in 2019. So what is it like starting a band and then going into like a global pandemic? That must have been a bit of a ball ache.
It's good while it lasted.
Good while it lasted, yeah. Well, it took a bit of a hit. I mean, the whole scene took a bit of a hit.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice for us because we only properly formed in 2019, and we met Jared, and he was actually the one that kind of kickstarted us into gigging. So it did give us a little bit of a chance to, practice, hone our skills a bit. And I think the rest of us were a bit nervous, but it wasn't too bad in terms for our band starting out in that section of the pandemic. So
it kind of gave you guys a little bit of leeway to find your groove.
we were able
get
to
together.
To kind of get a bit tighter. So and then starting out where it was a little bit less pressure.
Yeah.
People were starting to come back. But since then, we've come to know so many bands, and they've helped us kind of get into the scene.
It's one of my favorite things, kind of seeing bands working together, because you realize like what a community it really is. Like, yes, there's politics and there's this and there's that, and it happens in any group of creators, but to see bands really helping each other, it's such a heartwarming thing. And it's all, to create a product or create an experience for someone to enjoy or to connect with, which is absolutely fantastic. So you gentlemen, how do you know each other? Are you guys like friends from before, or is it like, hey, we've got a drummer, we've got a bassist, let's make a band?
Jeez, all right. Well, it started when I was born. So Jesse and I, we actually go back about 15, 16 years now.
That's right.
Wow.
We met in high school, primary school, actually, and we both bonded over music. We bonded on Metallica, and yeah, there we go. We also weren't doing too well in Afrikaans, which was great for us.
So we got put together in the back of the class. It's like, okay, you guys on the sinking ship, and it's like, hey man, what music do you listen to?
And that was pretty much that. And then 15 years passed by, or a couple years, and then we met Brandon. It was actually quite a funny story.
Yeah, well, I actually met because my mother got the wrong screen cover, and he was working at the shop, and my mom was like, "Oh, he does music too.
You guys should organize play days."
Yeah. Anyway, so we got to chatting, and he was like, "Come over," and I was actually starting piano. But when I got to Carl's house, he was like, "Well, we need a bassist," and I was like, "I know someone with a bass." And that's how I joined.
That's literally 1 out of 2 checkpoints.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the bass 50% of the way there.
So I'm still pretending that I play bass.
Okay.
But then it was a couple of months after that Abby, actually, our manager, introduced us to Jared. And he started jamming with us.
Yeah, we ripped the Band-Aid off the no gigging.
How was that first gig? I mean, it must be pretty exhilarating stuff. You're scared, you're anxious, but you're also like, I just want to get out there and be on stage.
You know what, man? There's a certain way a first gig's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And I think you're supposed to run into hiccups, and you're supposed to be like scared and nervous. But you know what? We have tequila.
Yeah.
So we had tequila. And
God
it went
bless
as
Mexico.
Well as the tequila went. Yeah. So no, it was cool, man.
So your guys' track for the compilation album, it's called "Oh No" with an exclamation point. Tell us about it,
Jesse.
Wow, it's funny you should ask, Damien. I remember it as if it was only 10 years ago. I'm kidding. So the song was written in high school. So it was around exam time. So it was, lots of...
Now I'm starting to feel the title properly.
There we go. So it's like the exam stress and pressure, but at the same time the excitement for holidays and, getting to dive on into your youth and whatnot. And so it's just a bunch of words that convey the feelings, I guess.
But that's music, man. You've crystallized it down so beautifully. So this is one of the tracks that you'll be able to find on the compilation album. There's also going to be a live album launch where you can attend, and that's going to cost you $100 at the door. Doors open at 4, and you're going to get to see all this body of work that all these amazing artists have worked on, including Screaming Colours. And I think it's a very good thing to support. We love to say we love South African music, but hey, gigs are the thing. That's how you go and support. So if you are looking for some awesome events to attend, this is definitely one of them. Guys, thank you for coming through. Thank you for sharing your story with us, and I hope to hear from you real soon.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolute pleasure. Screaming Colours, it's Oh No.